Are there any other, celebrity or high profile or even client stories you want to tell, Mike, about people going through this and what families did to deal with this?
You reminded me when I gave a talk on this topic at the reunion, I had many alumni from different years. I was asked to give a talk on this exact topic. Okay, so there was a member of the class of 1968. I was the class of 1973, so he's older. And he said, he asked a question. He started out by saying, he said, I've been self-diagnosed with something that I think everybody understands and really relates to. He says it's CRS. CRS. And everybody's saying, what is CRS? He said, quoting him, he says, can't remember shit. So that was a self-diagnosis he had. So anyway, again, that's not really a client story, but here is one that I think is really, really poignant. We have many situations where we've been involved with this issue. Okay, so this was a situation where a lady was taken in by one of these online telephone scams. She believed that she was winning a prize, that she had this wonderful relationship with this person who was making sure that she got her money, etc. And she was sending money as good faith to keep this thing going. And it was a clear scam, and the individual bilking her of money was very, very good at it. Okay, she told her son all about it. Son was a client of ours. Son talked to us. We brought in the police. Long story short, they set up another call with this individual to see if they could get some information or trace the call. They gave her a script, certain questions to ask. In the room with her, I am told, in the room with her was her son and a police officer on the phone with her, listening to every word. She had a script. She knew she was being ripped off. And then the call happens. And as the call proceeds, this con artist, this horrific person, starts saying all the things that work so well, cozying up to her, getting her confidence again, even though her son is there and the police officer is there. And she starts to commit to send more money right before their eyes. She was a wonderful lady who was just taken in. So that was a complicated story. And, to me, so poignant because here was everything set up to protect her, but still susceptible and making terrible judgments. We have many situations. One was a Nobel Prize winner who wanted to marry a younger woman. And his family concluded that he was not in a position to make those decisions. Long story short, it was shown that he was able. We made a number of changes in the estate plan to keep everybody happy. But again, there's this perception and then there's the reality. And needless to say, this is not simple stuff. I'm glad folks are watching. You got to think about this.
And in that case, we had multiple meetings with him to make sure he was clear and consistent. There's no sign that he had dementia or lack of memory. So he had the right to make that call, even if his family didn't like it, right? And so that's the line here that we have to be careful of, is we don't lose the ability to make decisions just because we're older. That is ageism. Just because we have a diagnosis of cancer or Parkinson's or something like that. Dementia, okay, maybe we have to really be extra careful, but we don't want to take away the rights of individuals as they get older to make decisions, but we want to make sure people are protected if they're clearly making irrational decisions or making lots of mistakes. And that's, we have so many times where we've seen issues like that. But we want to make sure that you can still make decisions, and empowering people you love ahead of time via your trust and your power of attorney is, I think, the best way, where you can still retain control, but name someone as a co-trustee or a co-decision maker. That's just so powerful.
Even if you have the best documents in place, think and rethink about the person you've given, to whom you've given authority. Who is your trustee? Who's named in your advance directive? Are they the right? Many individuals are great at handling money, but when they're in a hospital setting, the doctors come in with their white coats and they are cowed. Suddenly they're just listening and doing whatever the doctor says. So in other words, being able to manage money doesn't mean you're able to be an effective healthcare advocate in the healthcare system for somebody else. It could be a different individual.
We have other videos on the Gilfix Law YouTube channel about healthcare advocacy, the importance of having someone there with you. Whether you have capacity or not, you need someone sitting in on meetings with you, taking notes, asking questions, keeping track of things. And that's heightened, of course, when there's issues around capacity and the ability to remember things. For those of you who haven't subscribed to our Gilfix Law YouTube channel, please do so. Very easy. You can just point your phone at this or just Gilfix Law on YouTube. We have hundreds of thousands of views now. We're in the thousands of subscribers. We're really excited about that. This video will be there if it's not already. And for those of you who have not, so subscribe. easy to find us. Gilfix.com, 650-493-8070. So thank you so much, and we'll see you guys again very soon. Take care.